I want to quickly go over this new Positron IDE, which is the next generation data science integrated development environment, so which is specifically tuned for R and Python. So I think this is going to be the successor of R Studio, and as an R Studio, I'm planning to switch to this IDE because I also use Jupyter Lab as well, but unfortunately Jupyter Lab doesn't provide full functionality for R. It's very good for Python, by the way, but it's honestly terrible for R. So in this video I am quickly gonna show you how to use and show you also the basic features of this new IDE. So this is built on top of Visual Studio Code of Microsoft. So if you already used it, you should already be familiar with the outlook of this new IDE. So on the left hand side you see the regular buttons for clicking, opening files, choosing a folder, debugging, installing some extensions, whatever. So on the right hand side, so you have the engine options. So here there's a Python option and also there's an R option. So depending on which language you use, you would need to change the engine in here. So to open a file, so you simply come in here and say new file. So let's start with R. So you click on R and then you open your R script, and then you simply type just as a regular file in RStudio. So let's say tidyverse. Good. So and let's use an example data set, say summary. Yeah, it's pretty much similar, the same as the work in RStudio. So you could also use the dplyr in here, for example, empty cars, and let's say table. Good. So let's say select mpg cycle whatever cylinder, sorry. Yeah, so this is the regular stuff that you're already familiar with. There is no big changes in here except the features of this new IDE. So let's also use the Jupyter notebook or the Jupyter Lab version in here. So again, you click on file, new file in here. So let's say Jupyter notebook support, so I click on it, the same. So let's say library tidyverse. Good. Yeah, and then let's see, empty cars summary. Yeah, this is the way it looks. So it's the standard Jupyter notebook. So you could also use the Jupyter notebook for Python as well. Instead of using a script, again, you come in here. So let's say new file, Python file, or let's say Jupyter notebook support in here. I'm gonna change it to Python. Okay, I'm changing the engine. So let's say import canvas pd. Good, it works. I think I should also change it in here as well. And then, yeah, if you have an example data set, you just import your data and do your regular stuff in here. So honestly, I mostly use Jupyter Notebook for Python and also for R as well. So I find this feature of this new IDE very useful, because if you use R for Jupyter Lab, it simply doesn't provide full functionality. So yeah, I hope you like this video and see you next time.